Do 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 do. I don't know the rest of the song except it's the final countdown. So I'm stuck in lockdown, guys. I'm stuck in lockdown until April 5th. So I'm kind of going crazy here since well, I haven't left the house in quite some time, which means, well, I've just kind of played video games all day. So I am going a little bit stir crazy. However, don't worry. We have finally made it. We have finally completed our objective of farming 600 scales. So over the course of 4 weeks or a month, I have achieved 1,251 scales. And I am about to make my weapon potential level 4. But before I show you that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So as you can see here, I am potential level 3, but if we look at our scales, we are at 601 photon scales. So let's get this out of the way. We are finally complete. We are literally one step away from full completion of the ship 1 character. Go to the item lab. We are going to go unlock potential right here. Look at that boost, 22% to 26%. And of course it's going to cost 200,000, but it is worth it. And boom. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now my battle power 2044. And it's been an amazing journey. It's been a lot of pain and tears and sweat. Because farming for these photon scales, especially on an alt character, has been the most painful experience I've ever done. Because it's like you're farming on your ship 2 character and suddenly an urgent quest pops up or like a concert pops up and you're just like, oh, it's time to switch to the ship 1 character. And then you wait, and then whatever urgent quest it is, it doesn't matter if it was mining based, if it was whatever, you did it. Because you needed the photon scales, those 8 photon scales, those 12 photon scales if it was Dark Falls, you did every single one. You're about to go to bed and you see the Discord announcement saying that, oh, there's going to be an urgent quest in 15 minutes. You stay awake, you wake up, you stay awake, you do the urgent quest, and then you go to bed. And oh my goodness, it's been quite the journey, but it is finally done. Potential level 4 Cinquem Katana. My next step is to just farm for a Fixa. You know, a Cinquem Katana with like a Fixa 4, Fixa 3 Fatale or something. Since I told you guys in my previous videos that I am leaning towards critical rate and critical chance because that is what I think the meta is going to be in the future, so that's what I'm going to do. Now is the age-old question, Cinquem or Relik? Since now I have both weapons fully maxed out, the Cinquem weapon hits a lot harder. So when I was at potential level 3, I was hitting bigger numbers than my potential level 4 Relik Katana already. But this was during Photon Blast. So with the Photon Blast with my Cinquem weapon at potential level 3, I was hitting upwards between 14 to 15,000. But with the Relik Katana, it's more like 12 to 14,000. It's somewhere in between there. So it was like 1,000 damage less. But now with potential level 4, I'm expecting to hit a lot harder because potency went up from 22% to 26%. So this is definitely going to hit a lot harder. And another thing I realized is this potential is actually really powerful. If you look at my PP, I've only got 125 compared to my ship 2 character, which has 150. However, because of the potential, I'm actually able to spam a lot more Lotus Lightnings on the ship 1 character simply because it doesn't cost as much PP compared to my ship 2 character, which has 0 PP reduction. So that's definitely something to take note of, that well, yeah, the Cinquem weapons are actually really good. Even with like these budget augments that I'm running, I'm still managing to hit really hard, take aggro, steal aggro, stuff like that. So I'm fully convinced that NGS is just like base PSO2, where it is a lot more skill based than gear based. So even if you have like really shoddy gear, if you know how to play your class and you play perfectly, you're still going to be able to steal aggro, you're still going to be able to deal tons of damage as long as you know how to play your class. A great example would be like Relik VS Cinquem. When you're fighting Relik VS Cinquem, if you know every single attack he does, every missile, every ball he shoots at you, if you counter every single one, you will have a huge DPS uptime. Simply because you're always attacking the weak spot if you manage to counter every single attack, and you're going to deal a lot of damage. Well, even if you have the best gear possible, if you're not able to counter any of the attacks, or if you don't know any of the attacks and you get hit by everything, or if you're like moving around and dodging and not hitting the weak spot in order to not get hit, well, you're going to lose a lot of DPS. So what exactly is the takeaway here? The takeaway is gear is important. However, don't hyper focus on it, because knowing how to play your class, knowing the boss fights are definitely going to be more important than your gear, especially with the Braver class, which is very counter focused. So I would say like Braver and Fighter probably have the most potential to deal additional damage or more damage the better you are at the class. While other classes as the Force might have a little bit of a lower DPS ceiling if you play perfectly, but it's still pretty close, because if you do play Force like super hyper aggressive, like you do have to keep in mind that most Force players are like full glass cannon. So if you get hit once, you die. So that's basically if you make a single mistake, you're dead. So there is a lot of skill involved regardless of what class you play. However, I'm not saying that everyone should play hyper aggressive, everyone should learn how to master their class to the highest degree. Play the game however the heck you want, but if you want to push out the DPS, if you are chasing that bleeding edge, the best of the best, full DPS uptime all the time, don't only hyper focus on your gear. Like you can have the perfect full meta gear and all the augments, but you will still deal less damage versus someone who has budget gear but knows the ins and outs of said class. So let's say, for example, I bust out my Ship 2 character and Mill busts out a Braver with similar gear such as my Ship 1 character. He will deal significantly more damage than me simply because he just knows and memorizes all the boss rotations. He knows how to counter exactly. And because of that, he can sacrifice all defense, all HP, and just go pure attack. Well, simply because he knows every attack, so he has zero fear of dying since he can counter everything. And thus, he's going to rush through those purple triggers a lot quicker than me since, I'm a goofball and I get hit left and right, and he plays perfectly. So yeah, that's just something to keep note of. Even though the meta is about like going all floor potency and going all these very expensive capsules, you don't have to do that if you just play perfectly. So yeah, just something to take note of. So in conclusion, my Ship 1 character is complete for now. She's just going to be on maintenance mode until the next big update kicks in, but that's pretty soon actually. That's in like a week. When April 6th kicks in, we do get the level 45 increase, so that is when I will hop back onto Ship 1, get her to level 45, see what those cuckoo weapons are, see if they're any good. Other than that, I think my Ship 1 character's pretty much just on maintenance mode. I might just hop in once in a while. I'm going to be focusing a lot of my efforts back onto my Ship 2 character on making some Meseta, but during the downtimes, I've actually made a Ship 4 character. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard right. I have made a Ship 4 character. My name on Ship 4 is not Keroppi, so you're never gonna find me unless you inspect my ARC's ID where it does say Keroppi. But most people aren't gonna go around and inspect every single person's ARC's ID, so you're probably never gonna find me. But if you do manage to find me on Ship 4, drop by and say hi.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye! Now for everyone's favorite part, the thumbnail. So the thumbnail is going to be "I am done" in just big bold letters, so people are going to be like, what is he done with? So what facial expression? I think I want to do like a sigh of relief type of facial expression. So like, yeah, I think I'll probably do that. So let me move the mic again. And there we go, there's a thumbnail. My nose is still super stuffy. Anyway, thanks again.
Can I say except you're welcome?